How are you? Back in the mother, back in the valley, back in the place where I come from. In the womb of the mother, surrounded by her always. She wrapped around me before, after unfolding out of me, holding a point of stillness, that none of myself would be caught in the moving physical realities all around me, as I held 0-point space. People say they know what this means. I doubt it. I don't believe that they could possibly. If they did, they would speak of it with more reverence. Goodness, they wouldn't be talking about it so lightly. What does it mean? I sought it. I thought I understood what it meant, and I did, but not to the degree in which it shone itself. So many things I had only but the human mind to perceive, but at least I knew the direction to go, the angle of focus to look at. Goodness, is it calling to us now, all of us, every one of us, to understand and realize and come into being who we truly are. And so I come to you here today, before I complete my practice, to speak with you once more, give to you once more this part of the path that has never been recorded. I don't think that any spiritual practice even knows what it is that I'm talking about. This is a unique lineage of dragons. And for the other dragons, I wonder if you are really seeing the things that I have. Have you committed yourself fully, completely, to the flow, to the surrender of benefit to all beings? Do you still rest and reside within your attachment? Do you see with eyes that I see? Have you opened up your sight already and not understood the motions of the body? Or what have you understood? Dragons. Breath keepers, wisdom teachers, guardians of the gateways. Do you hear me now? I hear many. I see many. I have been brought into the understanding of many through my ability to resonate with any energy, to understand and to take upon myself the view of many angles, not just perceiving from my own thinking it was the highest place. And so with many angles I see now, from many directions, as all the directions have unfolded out of me in every one of the directions. I have had my mind move in every possible movement possible of anything to move at the same time, simultaneously. How? Intention. I have set pure intention. I have constantly been brought by the motions of life to understand logically and literally, very specifically, what it means to set a pure intention. And so you'll find me constantly setting these intentions. I know how to override my ego's intention. I know how to let go of myself and surrender, and it is scary, and forever am I fearful of what will come, because I do not know. It is unknown to me what comes. What is of benefit in the moment? What is of benefit always in every unique fingerprint existence in every second that there is? What has the soup of the mixture of this flow of life, these ocean, these waves, what has it brought to me today, with everybody in their specific positioning, portraying whatever wavelength they are? What is the key code that is the moment of the all, the collective of all of consciousness, riding on every moment in every wave in every specific place? What is it? I don't know. Ha! I can tell you what it looked like a moment ago. I can tell you what it looked like from my experience, from directly experiencing it with a mindfulness of hypersensitivity that has been brought to me from fear of my reality. From abusive relationships to abusive moments, to always being intelligent in a way not so prideful, but with pride. The love of myself and of my body, and to not be diminished or taken down, to not be destroyed, making me hyper-aware and hypersensitive of every movement from every person, every individual, every blade of grass flowing in the wind, the leaves that fall and blow in the breeze, the amazing ripples made by the sea. I'm watching it. I'm fearful of it. I am confident with it. I am brave and strong and powerful. Why? Reverence. How? Reverence. Reverence for what? All of life entirely. To the smallest leaf, to the smallest bug, to the largest bird and the greatest dragon, to the tallest mountain, the roughest boulder. The most amazing stream, mind stream, life stream, beginning and end, cycles of existence. How long has your river flowed? Is it just the river of your line, of your ancestral blood? Where did you come from? Where did you go? How have you been this long so? It's interesting, isn't it, that we think that we are this flesh and this body, that we are born into this place because our energy rode the parents' line forever. So what am I, my grandfather? What am I, my great-grandfather? Ha! Am I only these things? Am I not you as well? Are you not me as well? Am I not Jesus? Am I not God? Am I not Buddha? Am I not Krishna? Am I not Shiva? Am I not Brahma? Am I not Radhe? Am I not Tara? Am I not Mary? Am I not Bill, Joe, Steve, Bob, Gary, Elise, Sattva? Am I not Sita? Am I not Ram? Am I not the greatest guru and the lessest peasant? Am I not that woman over there, Amber, Amanda, Beatrice, Fernando? Am I not all that is, the birds, the bees, the things that fly, the things that creep? Am I not the trees, the way they give us breath? Do I not also give them mine? Am I not the air itself? Where are the storehouses of the wind? Do you know? Do you understand? Do you know your placement? How the heavens and the earth converge on your center? How would you find this? Could you conceptualize this and know this? What would it do for you to hear this information and not be able to embody it? Do you think that I am able to embody it? Do you think I am not able to embody it? What do you think it means to be able to speak these things? Do you think I've read them in a book? Do you think these words that I say to you today do not come from a place of knowing? Do they not come from a place of experience? Who are you then that question me? Question me as much as you like. Know that you question yourself, but don't worry, this yourself is happy to give the answer. And if it does not know, it will say so. Why? Accuracy, impeccability, trust, honesty, integrity, things that will not cause confusion within one's reality. What you put out, so you get back. You lie to me, you lie to yourself. Does it mean that I won't be able to see your lie? Ha! I see your lie always. The only thing that could cause you to be able to trick me is me tricking me by not believing my intuition that tells me of your lie, your doubt, your fear, all of the things and indiscretions in which you portray yourself so honestly and authentically for me to clearly see. I bring breath teachings. The moon is full. In this place. Such grace come to me to bring me to this amazingness. My arms are sore. I worked out yesterday. Very barely, using a tree. Using my body weight with it. Was it of benefit? Hard to extend my arms. Had I been doing it for a long time, it would be different. Now the night of the full moon in ceremony is upon me. Kicked my neck this morning, moving quickly, impatient. In fear a bug might touch me, it was the reason I jolted forward. How silly. What do I have to fear amazing creatures such as the cockroach? An amazing being of love and light, same as I, same as us, same as we. Love and light in which way? You think that the love and light do not have light within the dark? Do you think that there is anything but light occurring? Well, go deeper than the dark and you'll find more light. Go deeper than the dark and you'll find the brightest light. Go deeper than the dark and you'll find your might, your rage, your fury, your pureness. You'll be able to unite yourself. How? How do we unite everything on our center? What is it that you don't forgive? What is it that you hold trauma to? What is it that you continue to carry on as your story as if some person has made you a victim? Oh, I am not a victim, they say. I'm not a victim, but this has happened to me. Oh, it has happened to you. How? Who did this to you? Tell me who did this to you. Who is there else than you that could do something to you? Come on, show him to me. Show me this separate thing that has come into your oneness and infiltrated the layers of your consciousness in order to cause you disruption. Who in the world could possibly be doing this as if there is some other thing? There is one thing. There is one thing. One thing. Repeat that with me if you want. There is one thing. One thing. One thing. How many things could there be in one thing? Just one thing. It's very simple. One thing. How many things are there? One thing. How many more? One thing. Oh. So one then. One then is doing this. Who is one then? Are you not one? Are you that second thing within one? Oh. How could that be possible? There's only one thing. How could there be two things? You say, well, of course there's more than one thing. There's I and there's you. Oh, you see us so separate, do you? Oh, okay. That's fine. Don't worry, no need to judge yourself. But I'll tell you right now, if that's the way you view, it is not true. What do you mean it's not true? It is not true. It is not true. You can choose to view any way you wish to view, but it doesn't mean that what you're viewing is exactly the truth in the way in which the truth is true. You are seeing a truth, a part of the truth, and it is great truth. And there is a reason why you stay confused. And it is for great purpose and perfection, for the beauty and the reflection of all beings to see and notice and be able to be liberated within themselves, including myself, oneself, all self. This time, I'm tired of it, tired of everything. Tired of the game we're playing, of the suffering we're caused. I watched a movie again. Some people can read any book and learn the truth. Some people can watch any movie and read the truth. This isn't part of old teachings. This is new teachings for right now. Back in the day, they didn't even have books. They said other things to speak this. They said anybody can look at any rock. Anybody can look at any tree. It's not just that tree. It's not just that tree. It's also this tree. It's not just that blade of grass. It's also that blade of grass. It's not just that rock. It's that big stone over there. It's that little stone over there. And it's that thing you find deep in the cave. But now we have many things to help us, yes. Because there's been people doing a lot of work. How many of those people have been doing this work? All of the people. Every one of them. As one. You think that we're so separate. You think that the same energy moving me is not constantly moving you. Here we are, one thing, listening and talking to one another. Isn't it amazing? So marvel. Marvel not for too long, though. We got time. We don't have a lot of time for it. Or at least sure you go. It's no need. But hey. You want to celebrate? I won't stop you. You want to cry? I won't stop you. You want to be mad? I won't stop you. Feel and express. Express authentically. Feel and express. Express authentically. Feel and express. Express authentically. Be true to you. Be authentic. What do you not know? Everything. Don't lie to me. Tell me what you know. I can tell you what I experienced. I know what I've experienced, but do I complete any of that knowledge? Maybe. Let me find out. Let me search. Nothing's coming up right now. Turns out I can't search right now. It would take me a second to go back into the thought of the mind. I'd be like, oh, okay, let me see. I'm sorry, there was only a breath there. There was only a breath. That's all that was there. Sometimes I'm determining which way to go. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Then I have something that's like thought. Do I need to go there? 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 Am I in the right place? Am I not in the right place? Am I in the right place? Am I not in the right place? Am I doing the best that I can for the benefit of all beings? Why am I tired right now? Can I be more energized, or what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Oh man, is this okay? Is it okay for me to be sleepy? Is it okay? Do I need to go to bed? Okay. If I go to bed, am I going to be dishonoring all beings? These are the thoughts that thwart me. These are the thoughts that come into my mind. These are the things that cause me agitation in my flow. But you know what? Every time I find them to lead me exactly where I need to go, to say exactly what I need to say, and express exactly how I need to express for the benefit of all beings. So it's amazing, isn't it? It doesn't keep me in these flows for long. But it seems long to me. Just 1 second, I tell you. Moment to moment to moment to moment to moment to moment to moment. Each moment new. Each moment to see, oh, okay, am I doing the right thing? Oh, okay, am I doing the most I can for everything? Oh, this seems mundane. Is this mundane? Well, it's great, I tell you. Everything being equal action. It's tough to tell you. Have preference, so let it go. But wait, I'm just picking up a lighter. Is that alright? Is that okay if for 1 second, if I grab an object that I don't see as pure, is that still pure? Is that still perfect? Of course. Of course it is. What do you mean? Do you think you could fall out of balance? How? What are you balancing upon? What is it? What? Do you think that you're moving yourself? It's ridiculous. Who am I talking to? Me. What? Ha! I have teachings for you. I have teachings for everybody. Do you not like the teachings? You want them more different? You want them to be a little more gentle? I want you to be a little more fierce. Not in the way of volatility, not in the way of being wrong against your brother. I want you to express yourself like a lion. Like a gazelle. Like a zebrafish. Like so many beings that are not afraid to be themselves. They be themselves furiously, amazingly, elegantly, phenomenally. They do not ask your permission. They do not ask the permission of their brothers. They sit there and they survive of the fittest. They do their best. And they do so very simply. It is time to eat. It is time to eat. It is time to rest. My neck. Ah, ta, 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 ta. The breath can heal all things. Air bending. Woof. Why though? Do you search for power? You search to be the Godhead? You search to be the greatest? Well, then you will be the least. Take it as I've said it. Mark my words. Unless you can uplift all of consciousness in equanimity, you will find yourself in the bottom of the pool if you want yourself to be in the top. You will confuse yourself and lead yourself into great pain and torment and suffering because of your great confusion, deciding that you are the greatest. I am the greatest. Compared to who? I am the least. I am the greatest. I am the least. Could you say this conceptually and mean this in a way that doesn't perpetuate your ego reality? It must be true. Is this true? Do you understand what it means to be the beginning and the end, the first and the last, the Alpha and the Omega? Do you understand what that meant, that word? Have you seen that space to grab it is so amazingly small that you would have to implode upon yourself in order to touch it? Do you know what it means to be equanimity? That if one piece were greater than the other piece, everything would fall out of a crazy balance and implode upon itself in a strange, insane manner? Do you have the fear of God in you and the reverence necessary to make sure that you would never do such a thing as to destroy yourself to be great with yourself? This is important. This is important. You come to hear, you want to hear some teachings, you want to hear of the phenomenal breath work, you want to understand how to do these things in intention. Do you have the proper intention? Do you know wisdom and compassion? How do you find it? The purest wisdom and compassion explained very specifically I've ever seen was in Tibetan Buddhism. Perhaps in the other forms of Buddhism, but I do not know which form that is that you would like to go to. Tibetan Buddhism is like an electric snake. Touch it and you'll die. Play with it, become to love it, and you'll be free. It is a crazy, dangerous path. That quote from Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche, paraphrased, as I don't remember the full quote. Not in this moment. Be very careful if you come into the path of Vajrayana, Mahayana, Hinayana, Sutrayana. Be very careful. Be sure you're ready, that you can commit completely, because once you have committed, you are stuck there, my friend. You will have to complete your task, or you will fall into great confusion until you do. This is the way I have experienced it. I have watched everybody on their paths. Most people that come into a spiritual place and turn away find themselves in great torment. What is it that catches you in the world? What is it that you can't let go of these things? What are you so afraid of? The way people will look at you. You can't humble yourself and be for everybody, huh? Who are you for then if you're not for everybody? You for yourself. And as it turns out that everybody being for them is being for yourself. Now how do you feel? You can't even be for yourself unless you're for everybody. What would you do then? I have teachings for you. Do you care? I don't know. Do I care? I don't know. I do care a great deal. I want to help. I want to be of service. I want to help all beings. So here I speak with you. Is it purposeful? Does it make sense? Who am I speaking from? Where do I speak to? Can they hear it? Can they not hear it? What is it, anyway? Where do you breathe when you breathe? Here? I breathed here when I did that. How do I breathe here? How do I guide my breath? Can you understand? Sit alone in the jungle. most peaceful place I've ever been. I feel kind of selfish to be here, actually. Away from all of you. Away from Poia Town. From helping everywhere. Giving teachings to whoever I'm around, in whichever way it is that they're able. Sometimes I yell at people. That's a funny teaching. Sometimes I talk to them gently and I have great patience. Sometimes I have no patience. All the time I call people out on their shit, how they've dealt with me, how they deal with others. Sometimes I don't. It's like it's saving up for the proper time when it makes sense. They come here and they come honor me. They want to talk about realness and then, oh, get ready then. You want me to take my focus on you? Okay, I'll look at you. Oh, you're looking at me, I see. Oh, that's perfect. Let me see what I see in the mirror of yourself then, huh? Yes, 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 yes. Obscuration, obscuration, obscuration. How would you like me to call it out? You want me to do it very gently? I'm sorry, sir. You are fake as fuck and, you don't understand anything you're talking about. Oh? Oh, you didn't like that? That was not gentle enough. Excuse me. How do I do this better? Okay, okay, okay. Sir, I think that I have something to tell you. You see, I've been perceiving your energy for a while now, and it turns out that I believe you're lying to yourself, and that you have issues with this constantly. Oh, you don't do that. Okay. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Maybe I could say this in another way. You're fake as fuck. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, did I lose my patience? Well, let's see how much time I have to spend with you. Maybe I'll talk to you for the rest of the year. 24 years, 34 years. Oh, by the way, I have this one thing I want to tell you about myself, so maybe you can help me. Since I've been helping you for hours now, maybe you could help me with this one thing. It'll only take a few minutes. Here we go. So I've been working on my practice, understanding the benefit of being benefit for all beings everywhere without one exception, resting in surrender constantly in every moment, not allowing myself to move this way or that way, this way or that way. If there's the slightest bit of resistance, completely following flow, 100% for many years now. And I've learned all these amazing teachings. And I'm coming to this place where it seems like it wants me to complete these teachings. It wants me to come into a true embodiment with myself. It wants me to really fully embody this, but it takes a lot of work, a lot of patience, and it seems very difficult because it seems like I have to let everything completely go. And I've already done this in many ways, in many, many, many ways, and every time I let go of myself completely and all my attachments completely, some more come up to rise, and then I have to let those things go, and then more come up to rise, I let those things go, and more come up to rise, and I let those things go, and so on and so forth, until finally I'm at this point to where I have to let everything go in such a way that is very scary for me, you see. I have some realm of attachment to helping and being in service in a certain kind of way, and now I'm feeling like I may have to let that go as well, and so I'm like, oh no, 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 this is my new spiritual ego identity. This is a very safe place. This makes me feel very happy and very secure. I don't want to leave quite yet. What if I never talk to anybody again? What if I never been able to share these teachings again? I mean, there's all these what ifs that I have coming on inside of myself. What am I supposed to do? People say, oh no, don't worry, you can have this, you can have that, don't worry, it's okay. And these people that are telling me this, they don't have any kind of understanding of what it is that I'm doing, and so I think it's very interesting that they would project upon me the reality as if they understand what it is that I'm talking about. So that's nice that they would do this, and I'm not saying that it's not possible for anybody to do this, but I understand energy resonance in such a way that I see so very clearly that I understand that there's no possible way that they know what I'm talking about just based on the slight limitations in which they tell me. Such as when they say, oh, you know, you know, you're limitless, but, as long as you do it like this or like this. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm limitless and limited. That's a really interesting thing to be limited limitlessness. Limited limitlessness. It's even hard to say. It's a fun one. Limited limitlessness. Limited limitlessness. Limited limitlessness. It's a fun time. So, what does it mean to be truly limitless? What does it mean to bend air, to bend fire, to bend water, to bend all of these amazing elements? Earth, whoa, metal, ether, prana. What does it mean? How do The martial artists learned their movements when they were the first one to create the movement. How did they do this? Through great amounts of practice, fighting one another. What is it? Where do these teachings come from? Where do these druidic orders, these shamanic practices, how is this possible? What does it mean to do the hula? What does it mean to move with the waves of the ocean in a certain way? I have people come up to me, they say they're greater than me, they're bigger than me, they're better than me. I think that's a really interesting thing for somebody to come and explain to me. I didn't ever tell them that I was greater than them, but they came to me in this way. I don't understand quite exactly why. It only happens sometimes, and it ends in a good way, because it turns out that I fall from grace in a really amazing manner. And by fall from grace, I don't mean like oh no, grace has left me. I just was trying to say I'm elegant. Graceful. Maybe you don't see it. But hey, what is a real human anyway? I'm sitting here with people all the time acting like they know what it means to be a human. But have you ever moved with the motion of the ocean in a real way? Have you ever moved in a way of patience with all things? Have you ever opened up light grids constantly using your body and not just your mind? It's interesting. Will I ever come to a place in time when I only use my mind and stop using my body? Have you really come through this body consciousness in the same way? Have you really come to the embodiment of everything and you understand? I watch you dance. I never see you dance as I dance. Or do you think I'm judging you? Or that I can see clearly what a shovel looks like, and so when I see a spade, I call it a spade. A spade is a spade, and that is okay. I don't judge you. But I see you. I see you clearly because I see me clearly. How clearly do I see me? Well, I'm coming clearer, I tell you, every day. Coming into greater confidence and understanding, getting all these teachings, hurting myself during the time in the practice. Why? Well, it's perfect. Why did I have to get hurt? Because I needed to notice, I needed to understand, I needed to look, I needed to listen, I needed to know what was occurring. I needed to see myself. I needed to become afraid and agitated. I needed to see the benefit of everything. I needed to understand the motivation, the agitation necessary to move me into the momentum that I needed to be in order to come into full awareness of myself and be exactly where I am, properly placed. Now I sit here in the valley, the moon upon me. Amazing is this moon. Amazing are the elements, the earth, the sun, the stars, the sky. Amazing are all these things. To be reverent of these things, how many times do you pass a stone without saying thank you to the stone people, the ones that were here before, our ancestors?